So, here's my segment for tonight. And this is something that's been on my mind for a really long time. A lot of people are going to disagree with what I'm about to say. A lot of people aren't going to like what I'm about to say because it implicates them, unfortunately. There are people in this audience, I know for a fact that this is going to implicate you. Sorry, but I'm just going to be brutally honest. If you are using Twitter in 2024, then you are a fucking mark. Period.
Bro.
Period. Like, I do not understand why leftists constantly complain, oh, Elon's destroying Twitter, he's ruining it. Then why the fuck do you keep using it? This isn't meant for the Elon fans. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't meant for the people who simp for Elon and are right-wing and love the fact that they can say the N-word now. This isn't for you. I get it. I get why you like Twitter. I understand. I'm talking to leftists here. True, quote-unquote, principled leftists using Twitter. Why? Exactly. There are two direct alternatives to it, which is Blue Sky and Instagram Reels. But there's also Instagram, and yes, they all suck. Don't get me wrong. All social media fucking blows. All, it's all it's all capitalist. It's all run by, billionaire CEOs and all that. Of course. Mark Zuckerberg and all those guys. But Mark Zuckerberg, newsflash, isn't banning the word cis on his platform. He's not doing that. Okay?
And he's also not, promoting, fucking Great Replacement conspiracies either.
Yeah, and not literally, promoting these far-right ideas on his own account, but also using the Twitter algorithm to promote right-wing accounts as well. So, you're gonna tell me... Oh, sorry, yeah, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, now, to be fair, Facebook, has its fair share of,
it does. Yeah, I mean, a lot of old people use it. That's why I didn't say Facebook is an alternative. But I'm pretty sure, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Facebook has gotten better about promoting that horse shit. I use it sometimes. It's not something but from what I have seen from briefly using it recently, I haven't gotten any, advertisements or promotions for right-wing think tanks or commentators or agitators. However, last time I used Twitter, it was all over my fucking feed. It was all over my fucking... It was shoved down my throat. It had nothing to do with my search history. It had nothing to do with what I was interested in, because clearly, me as a communist am not interested in hearing what conservatives have to say. Now, don't get me wrong, I still hear out what conservatives are saying, because it's important to know what the narrative is so we can combat it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I just stay in my little bubble and put my fingers in my ears and go la 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 la. I'm just saying that, look, point is, Twitter's going to shit. Okay? Whether you like it or not, it's going to shit. And you can't argue with me on that. So why the fuck are you still using it? Use something else, for Christ's sake. Oh, and there comes the arguments. Oh, well, I use it for porn. Well, there's 1,000,000,001 fucking sites on the internet for goddamn porn. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, I use it for news. Oh, you ever thought maybe you could use, I don't know, a news app, maybe? Possibly? That ever fucking cross your fucking mind? Maybe a news app would be better than fucking Twitter, the misinformation haven of the fucking internet? Maybe, just perhaps? I will say for a fact that ever since I stopped using Twitter, my IQ has gone up at least 100 points. At least.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people were saying, oh, Twitter's rotting your brain, blah, blah, blah. I didn't believe them because they were conservatives. But you know what? They were right. Maybe they weren't... Maybe I don't agree with them as to why they were right, but they were right. Twitter was rotting my fucking brain. And that's why I don't fucking use it anymore. So... And even without the Elon stuff, Twitter is going to shit. It's been went to shit. Yeah, sure, fine. It's went to shit.
Yeah,
it's went to shit. That just proves my point even more. That if it's already went to shit, then you shouldn't be using it. Right? There are plenty of alternatives out there. There are plenty of other things that you can use. You know, and also just the idea of Twitter in and of itself to be utilized for political means, I think is just a terrible idea. Granted, they've raised the character limit and everything, but it still compartmentalizes thoughts to a point where you can't really give all of the facts without having like a, you know, 100, you know, post thread or whatever. And who the hell's gonna read all that? You know, like, and so it sort of encourages misinformation and encourages taking things out of context and encourages, by design, these very things. And I think it makes you stupider. It just makes you stupider, period. Not to get, like, you know, too boomer here, but it does. And I know from experience, because when I was using Twitter, I was going down the fucking woke skull rabbit hole. I was starting to, like, you know, just not touching grass. I was my finger was being moved far away from the pulse of the country and the world. Like, I was out in my own little bubble, and I had all these little friends and, you know, all these little people that I followed, and if someone said one little thing that I disagree with, I'd immediately unfollow them, sometimes even block them just to show them who's boss. And I just realized, like, I'm making a bubble for myself. I'm putting myself in this bubble, and I'm not willing to hear out the opinions of others, even if we agree on like 97% of the issues. You know, I end up focusing on that 3% of shit that we disagree with, and I think that's really fucked up, and I think it hurts the left.
It does. Yeah, I was about to say, like, yeah, fucking 2020 was not a good year.
No. The 2020s just haven't really been a good decade, to be honest with you.
I would say, like, I quit Twitter about a year ago, and honestly, I would say, I think I've been a lot happier ever since then.
Yeah, exactly, because, you know, there are people that get all of their information from Twitter, and I'm talking about leftists here, okay? I'm not talking about conservatives. Conservatives are a lost cause in my opinion. They can go fuck themselves. I don't care. But I think even if you're like a woke skull type leftist, I think we can. I don't think you're beyond the hope of salvation at this point. I don't think you are, but it's even crazier though that the woke skull type leftists refuse to leave Twitter. You would think they'd be the first ones out.
Yeah, like, considering how, like, insane, like, considering how, you know, hostile the environment has, like, become ever since Elon took over.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, you know, people, like, openly calling for genocide of trans people not getting banned, and you know, just all this shit, and the stupid blue checkmark bullshit where, you know, you in order to get your posts seen properly, you have to pay for Twitter and all this shit. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And you would think that these, you know, hardline, woke-skulled, ultra-leftists, genderqueer, would be the first to go, but no, they stay for whatever. They have like this fucking, like,
it's
Stockholm syndrome. Yes. Is that it's one mind. We had the exact same thought. It's Stockholm syndrome. Get over it. Twitter is dead. Stop fucking dancing on its fucking corpse. It is gone. Get over it. Move on to greater pastures. Your soul will soar if you abandon it. I mean, that's really all I have to say.
Yeah. I would say it's done. End! Exclamation point.
A friend of mine said that a third of Palestine flag Twitter needs to deactivate or be suspended. It's so bad. Wait. Why was a friend of yours saying that? I'm confused. Is it because they're like supporting Hamas or something?
Yeah, is it like one of those memes?
Because there have been so many false allegations against voice actors who are pro-Palestine. Actually, do you want to jump in the call real quick, because I'm interested in what you're saying right now Would you be down to
Yeah,
join the call?
yeah. This would be interesting.
Yeah. I'd love to have you on. I just, Oh yeah, hell yeah. Alright, we're bringing Rick
Yeah, we
on.
can
Fuck
work
yeah.
in. Work.
Hell yeah. Rick, did you join?
Yo, what's up?
Oh, hey. So what are you talking about with the deactivation specifically?
Oh yeah, because like, if you follow like not exactly pro-Palestine Twitter, but like everybody like terminally online with like Palestine flags, they've been doing stuff like randomly quote tweeting random celebrities and just saying without any like credentials, without any links, without any proof, they just say, "We all know this person's a Zionist, right?" Crying emoji, and it gets like 100,000 likes and 10,000
Oh
retweets.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I have heard
Yeah,
about
like
that
the-
actually.
And then there are like
Yeah,
Assad
like really.
that like post like Syrian war crimes and then pass it off. Look what's happening in Gaza. Like there are so
No,
many
yeah. Yeah, or like when the conflict first started, there were people posting videos from the 2014 conflict saying that this was what was happening right now. There was that as well. There's so much misinformation about Israel Palestine on there. It's crazy.
even from well-meaning people I've seen, like people who like genuinely like really care about the cause. Like they just
Yeah.
retweet anything, like any video, any like fuck this person's a Zionist. They retweet it like over and over, like for the whole day. Like
Yeah.
without like going outside, they'll
Yeah.
spend all the time like scrolling and retweeting.
And I'm glad you bring that up because I had the same issue when I was frequently on Twitter back in 2020 during the BLM protests. There was this one post, I'll never forget it because it taught me to never take a tweet's word for granted. But the tweet was talking about the riots in LA, and they said and honestly I'm kind of convinced that this was either a like right-wing agitator or a Fed pushing this bullshit, but they said that the cops in LA have shoot to kill orders, get out of there now. And at the time everything was so crazy, I believed it. I believed that the LAPD had shoot to kill orders, so I retweeted it. And then a couple hours later, when I was like coming down from that adrenaline, I was like, wait a minute, shoot to kill? Wouldn't a lot more fucking media outlets be talking about this by now if they had shoot to kill orders? So I looked deeper into it and there was nothing. There was nothing. And I was like, oh my god, I need to delete that retweet immediately. But unfortunately, it had like millions of retweets. I mean, it was viral.
Yeah.
That's what Twitter does. Like Twitter just like agitates your mind. It like completely like rewinds your like brain cells to like see anything like stark or something agitating, and you just immediately believe it. Like you just like go with your gut. Like
Right.
I see what you mean. Like
it's like sensationalized.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Which is like-
yeah.
Which is like really fucked considering that's where most people get like that's where we used to get our news from, and that's where a lot of people still get their news from. It's like it's pretty fucked.
Luckily, I never got my news from only Twitter. I always also used like AP News, The Guardian, Ground News, stuff like that. But there were times where I would first find out about something through Twitter. And another thing that I find an issue with as well, and this isn't nearly as bad as what you were talking about, Rirk, but when people will see in a news article and just see the headline and then retweet that, and they literally had to add on Twitter like, hey, are you sure you want to retweet this without actually reading the article and just reading the headline? They literally had to add that warning because so many people were retweeting articles after just reading the headline.
Christ.
Yeah, it's like it's really fucked.
Yeah. I would at the very least read the article before retweeting it, because the headline could say anything. The devil's in the details, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, like all of Twitter's basically like news article headlines, so it fits perfectly with like the type of tweets that come out. That's why people tend to like not like fully read it, even though that's the entire purpose of like those news articles.
Right.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
Oh, and the fact that you mentioned like you had this like problem with Twitter in 2020 proves that even before Elon, like Twitter's just like such a massive tumor in your brain.
Right,
Like,
It really
that's
was.
why I brought that up. Like, hey, you know, Elon stuff aside, like Twitter still fucking rots your brain by design. Like, and honestly, this can be kind of applied to social media as a whole because that's kind of what they want, right? That's why they're all moving towards like Reels and YouTube Shorts and TikTok and all of that because they want to lower your attention span so that you don't have the attention span to pay attention to the greater picture, to what's really going on. And that's you getting fucked by the system. They don't want you to pay attention to that. They want to distract you from that. So that's why I stay away from Reels and YouTube Shorts and TikTok and all that now as well, because it is socially engineered brain rot from capitalists directly. That is exactly
Yeah,
what
it's,
it is, and I don't support it. I think
yeah,
it's
it's
fucking the minds of our youth. I mean, you want to talk about, oh, think of the children. Well, think of the fucking children. Like, think of the kids that are being raised by this shit. I
yeah,
mean,
it's gonna ruin their fucking minds.
yeah, think
yeah,
about
they
the
just want you to
iPad
come
kids,
and
you
play
know?
and forget about the movement, basically.
Yes, come and play, forget about the movement. Exactly, it's exactly what it is,
Literally.
Rook.
Hey,
Thank you for
that
that
line is
reference.
so well. Holy shit!
Yes, it really does. Thank you for saying that. That was beautiful. That was a Rage
Yeah.
Against the Machine lyric for those who didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, like I've been listening a lot to War Within a Breath because that's actually the like I knew about Palestine long before that, but that was the very first time I heard the word Intifada, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
I
the
love
very
that
first
part.
time, like Gaza onto the dawn of Intifada. That was the very first time I heard about that.
Yes. That was such a good line.
All right. Listen, the only
Oh boy.
utilitarian use for Twitter is to like show dumb stuff on live streams. That's the only use, all right? So here's okay, not this tweet, not this tweet in itself, all right? I still have a second tweet, but this is the first one, all right? So that's Carolina. And she says this about Aaron Bushnell. And this is the tweet that blew my mind.
Oh my lord.
You have more respect for a talking dinosaur from a children's movie than someone who
Oh.
chose to end their life in the most mean way possible instead of remaining complicit in an
Oh.
ongoing sin. This is what Twitter
Oh.
does to you. I guess like
Yeah.
the only reason you can say Twitter is like as a PSA. Like this is what
Wait. So this person didn't say any Zionist shit. They were just
there was
like
no evidence. Yeah, Christina V. There's like no she's attending
Christina
a pro-Palestine
V.
march. Yeah, she's
Christina
the voice.
V. Wait. That sounds familiar. Is she a voice
Yeah, kind of.
actor?
Yeah, Miraculous Ladybug. She was in Sailor Moon. She was.
Oh my
In,
god, I know her.
Oh.
There's a song she did that I really like. I know her. Yeah.
Yeah.
she was basically what happened was a Genshin Palestine account like posted like here's a thread of Zionist voice actors you should boycott. Number one, Christina V. And then Christina V got multiple death threats telling her kill yourself, Zionist.
Oh
Oh,
my
Jesus.
god. And you said she's actually
That's
going to a pro-Palestine march?
Yeah. Yeah, she posted like her last tweet had the watermelon in it.
Oh my
was just, like,
god. Yeah, no, I fucking stan her. I love her voice.
Yeah.
I'm like really big on like voices, and she's got the fucking mommy voice. Like
Oh yeah.
I fucking love
Good
her.
mom,
So
yeah.
like the fact that she's being slandered by left Twitter, that honestly upsets me.
It wasn't just her. It's also Kate Silverstein, who I think was also in Miraculous or something.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was like they made up a fake screenshot of him like liking an October 7th tweet. And the only tangible thing like people can say, he's just Jewish. He's just fucking Jewish. He never posted any like
Yeah,
Never-
wait.
Yeah.
So now that wait, so now when somebody posts a tweet mourning the people who died on October 7th, that makes them a Zionist now?
Yeah, that's kind of wacky.
Oh my
I found- okay, I
god.
found- I found her last tweets. I found her last tweets before.
I'm really
she
glad I
deleted it.
left Twitter now. Jesus Christ. I might add this to the
Yeah.
Twitter segment.
Okay,
Yeah,
let
I
me
was
show you. You can show this on stream, all right? Here's
Okay.
the
Twitter.
last thing. Here are the last things Christina V said before she deactivated.
Okay.
You can
Damn.
read them in stream if you want.
Yeah. I will. Hey everybody, I really appreciate the people who researched the false rumors and misinformation that was going around, and I thank the original posters for retracting. However, reading posts telling me I should K-word myself, I'm a horrible person, etc., took a toll, and I've decided that it's time to permanently delete Twitter for my own mental health. I'm still happy to connect with everyone over Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for all the fun and memes over the years, love you all, and wish you the best. Please don't go after people who made posts. Everybody is feeling hopeless and is trying to do what they feel is right. It's a tough time right now. Let's not spread any more negativity, please. Wow, really taking the high road there. That sounded a little sarcastic, but I truly meant that with my soul. Like,
Yeah.
She understands like people are feeling super agitated by the whole.
Yeah. Like she
that
understands it.
takes a lot of humility to not just lash out like they're lashing out. That takes a lot of self-restraint, and Christina V has basically done every anime ever. Like I've looked at her catalog and it took me like 20 minutes to scroll through all of it. Like she's done basically every anime ever to exist at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
falsely accusing prominent people of being Zionists when they're not. What is that doing for the movement? And I think this goes all the way back to what I was talking about earlier, where Twitter literally rots your brain. Somebody makes a claim, and you trust that person because you follow them and, you know, support them and stuff. And you just roll with it. You just roll with it without doing any sort of research whatsoever, without, you know, because whenever I hear a claim about somebody, I immediately Google it. Granted, there could be lies in the Google results as well, but that's sure as hell a lot more than what a lot of these people seem to be doing, which is fucking nothing.
Yeah, they just take it.
And I cross-reference my sources, and, you know, because I don't want to falsely accuse anybody of anything heinous, whether that be, you know, pedophilia, rape, you know, being a Zionist, being pro-genocide, whatever.
I was saying being, you know, racist.
I don't want to falsely accuse anybody of anything, so I always actually do research and see what has been said, and then take it from there. Because even if they tweeted it and then deleted it, there are ways to retrieve those tweets. There are sites that archive those and stuff. So, you know, there are ways to do research. And that's what annoys me about this whole fucking thing, is like, we have the entire internet, petabytes upon petabytes, or petabytes, however you pronounce that, of information. And we have it all at our fingertips. Yet for some reason we are too damn lazy to use it. I mean, give me a fucking break. There is no excuse for this. There's none. Other than ignorance and
Complacency.
Well, I can't think of the word right now, but it's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting because this affects people's lives. I mean, yeah, she had to delete her Twitter, big deal. I'm sure she's gonna go wipe her tears with a $100 bill. But what about the people that aren't well off, that don't have an established fan base? You know, what about those people? They're kind of just left in the dust. Just stop using Twitter. Just stop. It rots your brain. Don't use it. Don't do it. Follow Christina's lead and deactivate and delete. it's no good for you. It's not gonna help you. If you want porn, there's 1,001 other places to go get it. If you want memes, there's 1,001 other places to get those. If you want to communicate with your friends and fans, there's 1,001 other places to go do that. Just don't use Twitter. Period. Just don't. Like, what are you doing? Stop it. It's making you dumb.
Stop.
Your IQ points are dropping to critical mass. All right.
You got a bullet in your head.
So are you deleting your private account? I didn't delete. I thought I did delete that. Did I not delete that? If so, then I'm gonna go do that right now. Probably don't even remember the password though.
Yeah.
But I don't use it. You can look, and I haven't used it in a long ass time. I didn't even realize I still had that. But yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask a basic bitch ass question for the new topic. This is a very basic bitch ass question. So you mentioned how like and that's good advice by the way, like about Twitter, like that shit will like ruin your life. But anyway, I know it's a low bar, but what's your favorite social media shit right now?
MySpace? No, right now, oh, that's rough. That's a really tough question. You said a basic bitch question. That is a tough question for me.
I guess it ended up more complicated than I was assuming.
I don't want to say Discord because I really don't like Discord.
Me
But
too.
I also don't like what Instagram's doing with the Reels either, and I don't like what YouTube's doing with anything.
Least evil. Like the top of the bottom. I'm basically asking like what's the top of the bottom.
I know that's what's hard for me. Fuck, I wish Vampire Freaks was still around, at least as a social media platform, so I could just say that.
I would have said. I'm sorry. I would have said Tumblr if it wasn't for the hammer thing that happened.
What about Newgrounds?
Yeah, what happened? What happened with Tumblr?
Basically, a trans woman who like didn't commit anything against TOS was banned. For, like,
yes, I saw a funny Vouch video about that. That's right. And then the CEO was like going crazy, DMing people and shit.
Yeah, like it's so insane because like Tumblr's like one of like the chillest space I'm in right now. Like the user base itself is like actually really chill.
It's because there's no comments.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's no engagement like desperation because like everything's not like likes or retweet. It's just like notes. So you don't care about followers. You just have fun there. That's basically what it is.
I'd say as a site functionality in and of itself, I'd say probably Tumblr. But obviously the CEO, but the CEO. That's a pretty big butt, and I like big butts, but that's one big butt I don't like.
It's a big butt.
And I cannot lie.
So you cannot lie.
So I don't know. Does YouTube count? I hate to say YouTube, but I don't know.
There's still amazing content. That's the thing.
Yeah.
YouTube just has like really good channels.
It really depends.
Like
it's such a wide sea of bullshit that it depends on what circles you're in, and I think that really goes for any social media at this point, especially the big ones. But I mean, honestly, the true answer is kind of fuck big social media. I actually want to return to old school forums. I've been considering making my own forum.
Oh my god, I would.
Like a Y2K early 2000s style forum. It'd be easy to code, super easy.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
We need an astroturfer. We need to get. You know what we need? We need to get George Soros. We need them right now.
George Soros, give me money.
Where's my money?
We can. George Soros, I have a proposition for you. We can change the face of social media, and all you have to do is follow my lead.
Yeah, wire me some domain money, please. It's furthering the cause of communism. The conservatives told me you love that.
Yeah, I thought you were based. I thought you were cool, man.
But yeah, I
Funny
was thinking about making a message board calling it Y2K Spooky Kids.
I want to
nice.
astroturf it if possible. I wish I could astroturf it. I want it to like blow up.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
pretty neat. But the kind of the point is though, I don't want it to blow up. I don't have the resources to run a big, like, forum like that. I just want like my viewer base and friend group on there, and then maybe like a couple extra people along the way. But I don't want it to blow up. I don't want it to get big. I don't really have the resources to run a server that big.
A little thing. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
Never
go back
mind.
to the old days
Yeah.
of like something awful.
I was thinking it would be cool because we could have sections of it directed at the audience and like we can have like a suggestions page and stuff. Basically make it the Discord server but in a 90s style on a website. I mean that basically that's sort of the idea.
We're bringing back the 90s, motherfucker.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Fortunately, the only downside is you gotta give me your passwords. Even though they're encrypted. I will have encryption, obviously.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I trust you.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
would definitely make sure the security is top notch